And for review of Thursday's trading activities at the equities market, here is Temple. Temple, I guess it's been a roller coaster week for the equities market. Down, up,
zigzag,
down.
zigzag, actually,
Absolutely.
zigzag. But I mean, that creates some room for re-entry, actually. That's what I keep stressing. And that's something that investors should start looking at in the markets. Yes, yesterday, we didn't do 1% down. No, it was 0.90% decline. And that just translates to 115 billion naira worth of exits from your equity capitalization, which now reduced to 12.715 trillion naira. But of course, look at the volume of transaction, 180.12 million. That's 9.05% drop from what we did in the preceding trading session. Of course, UBA constituted a larger portion of the top trades that we saw yesterday. That's because we saw some sell-off and a bit of profit taking that brought down the price of UBA by some 81 basis points. Some 24 million units of its shares constituted what you have in this 180 million naira. And of course, the value was around 153 million naira out of the 1.84 billion naira worth of transactions that we saw here yesterday. Now, if you look at this is a 78% growth, actually, compared to what we did in the preceding trading session, and deals was 3,889. Now, let's take a look at the color that we have now under the sectoral performance of the market. It was all red, and that's because we've been seeing so much of sell-off in the market, but there's also a little bit of profits-taking touch on this, because again, if you look at what the pharmaceutical companies have been doing lately, that's somewhere where you have a lot of attention. The healthcare stocks are so very, very lucrative right now. We're talking about the likes of GSK, which was down yesterday by 10% out of the 24 losers that we had in the market. But if you look at the other side of the market, the fact that we had just 7 gainers, name it, led, actually, and it was up by more than 9%, 9.4%. There you have a lot of interest in recent time healthcare, because yes, the CBN has given this guy some loans, some 2.5 billion naira, Feedsin, name it, May and Baker. That's where you have a lot of interest, but that's because you have a lot of investors, that are smart enough to think to go that way. But banking stocks yesterday were down 4.58%. Sterling Bank was down, FCMB, GT Bank, Zenith Bank, major names were down. Here too, you got Unilever was down, PZ was down, Flour Mills was also down by 5%. Industrial goods side of the market, WAPCO fell. Insurance side of the market, a lot of profit taking on this space. Oil and gas, of course, not doing well too, because again, there was a bit of profit taking on O&O yesterday. And that's what we have under the energy stocks here. O&O was down 3.36%, but with Georgia Paul, which is a very mild company in the market, they're up yesterday by 9.52%. But we have Jamiu Kayode on phone joining us. He is a trader with Equities Securities and Fund, a member of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. Jamiu, thank you for joining us on the program. But let's look at the fact that we've seen prices dropped so low at this point in time. But how much of opportunity does that give to investors who are willing to take long-term position in the market?
Thank you, Tempo Asaju. I'm very pleased. It's a pleasure to be here on the program. What we're having right now is downward trading in the market, and that shows that it is a high time for investors to be very, very careful, and also to take a decision to have a long-term horizon into investing in the equity market. So, firstly, they have to take a long-term investment horizon in the market, and also they have to invest wisely in some of the sectors that are very good for now. As you have rightly said, as you have in the healthcare sector, you see the trend in there. You see telecom and logistic companies in the market. All these stocks are the ones that we are expecting the investor to look into. Mind you, what is affecting our market is just about two things: FX activities in the FX market, and also the COVID-19 that has happened in the second quarter of the year. People are selling in anticipation that the result that will come out from those the companies are not going to be encouraging. That is why they are selling down. So what we have now, what we are expecting investors to do now is to invest right now. Take a decision, put a long term of horizon in their investment strategies, and also look at those sectors that they think it can get them to a good return.
Basically, investors should start keeping their eyes on the ball at the longer end of the curve. Thank you so much, Jamiu Kayode, a stockbroker with the Nigerian Stock Exchange, trading with Equities Securities and Fund. Back to you now, Chimize.
Well, for those who are ready to take the risk, go for it.